Okay, so today we are going to talk about the surface area of solids. Now, the surface area of solids, back in the sixth grade, you dealt with um, using the nets to find the surface area. And with that, you use nets. That's basically you take the cube or the square, whatever it is, and take whatever this is, and just like flatten it out. So you get the bottom and the four sides and the top, and you find the area of each one and then add them all together. Well, we're basically doing the same thing, only we're not changing it down, changing it over to nets. We're leaving it in the shape that it started out with, and sometimes we might have to break it apart into smaller shapes and then add those together. So, like in this one, we want to find the surface area of the building block and bins construction set below. So, I mean, we all know, let's see, what shape is this? What shape is that? Well, when we're dealing with prisms, a three-dimensional object of some sort or another, it's named after the polygon that is on the base. And in this case, all the bases are the same basic shape, or all the sides are the same basic shape. This is a rectangle, this is a rectangle, another rectangle. And so the first question is, how many faces does the block have? So it's got one there, another one there, a third one in the back, fourth one on the bottom, fifth one on the top, and the sixth one that you just can't see, so it's got 6. And the shape, like I said before, they're all rectangles. That's a mess. So if we have to draw the top and bottom faces and label their dimensions, so let's see, okay, put sort of like that with, and the top and the bottom we got the same size. Let's get the same dimension on top and bottom, so that's 1 inch and 1 inch. So this is going to be 1 inch. The length there is the same on the top and the bottom. So that's going to be 4.5 inches. That's 1 inch right there. And there's 2 of them, so I'm just going to say 2 times those. And so the front and top, the front and back faces, again, they're the same. This side, the height is 2, this height is going to be 2, that's 2, and we'll deal with the front and back. So again, this is 1 inch, 1 inch, back there's going to be 1 inch and 1 inch. I'm just going to draw one of each. That's 1 inch and 2 inches. Okay, the side faces and label the dimensions. So it's 4.5 and by 2 inches. So the 2 sides. So this was 2 of those. And in this case, we've got 2 inches, 4.5 inches. So 2, 4.5. So we've got 2. So we've got 1 inch dimensions. 2 that have the 4.5 dimensions. 2 sets, I should say. And 2 sets that have got the 2 dimensions, 2 inch dimensions. So how can we find the surface area of the block? Well, this one is 4.5 times 1. I guess we'll go for the 10. All of that is going to be multiplied times 2 because there's 2 of them. This one was 2 times 2 and the 1. Let's see, in order to multiply times fractions, you have to switch it over to improper fraction, mixed number, from mixed numbers over to improper fraction. So that's 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 halves times 2. 2 cancel each other out. And that's 9. So we got 1 is 9 square inches. This is 4 square inches. And then again we have, this is the same size as let's see, I'll say 2 times 4.5 times 2. It's the exact same as this one right here. So it's 9 plus 9 plus 4. So it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You know what, I just realized this is not quite right. Because while yes, this is 4.5, right here is 4.5 times 2, and this is 4.5 times 2. This one is multiplied by an additional 2. So this would be 2 times 9, which is 18. So this one is not 9 inches squared. This one's going to be 18. And so that means that the total is not 22 inches. The total is 31. Okay, I can't spell, so I'm going to do it this way. All right. So the surface area of a three-dimensional figure is the sum of the area of all of its faces, like we just dealt with. So the top and bottom have the faces, like if this is H and this is W and L, the area of the top and the bottom is L times W. The front and back faces, which is back there somewhere, is height times width. And the left and right is here, and the other one's back there, is height times length, because the length back there is the same. And then length plus, the area, length times width, plus length times width, plus height times width, plus height times width, plus height times length, and it ends up being 2 times the length times the width, plus 2 times the height times the width, plus 2 times the length times the height. Not necessarily in that order. So, how could you find the surface area of a cube where all the edges are 3 inches? Well, a cube is basically the same thing as a rectangle. I mean, all the lengths are different, or the same. So each one is 3. So that means that L equals 3, W equals 3, and H equals 3. So if you just use this formula here, you could say 2 times 3 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So the total is 54. So because every side is 3, each face is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And we know that there's 6 faces. Front, bottom, top, front, back, top, bottom, left, right. So 9 and 9 times 6 is 54. Pretty simple, right? Hope you think so. Okay, this next example is about doing a triangular prism. Like I said before, the name of the prism is based off of the polygon at the end, the base. We talked about that during the volume lesson. So in this case, you have to find the area of a triangle. So in this case, we got the triangle is 4 feet high, right here, 4 feet high, and it is 6 feet across. And because it's a prism, it's 7 3/4 feet long. And this length here is 5, this length is 5. So that means that this length right there is 5, and this length is 5. This is 6, so that's 6. Now, if you remember, which I hope you do, the area of the triangle, is 1/2 the base of that triangle, not the base of the polygon, but the base of the triangle, times the height. So in this case, the base of that triangle is 6 feet. So 1/2 times 6, and the height here is 4 feet. So 6 times 4 is 24. 24 times 1/2 is 12. In this case, it's feet, and they're squared because we're dealing with the area. It's feet. We got feet times feet. Well, in this case, 4 feet. Okay, like I said before, the sides are always rectangles. In this case, the rectangles are 5 feet by 7 3/4 feet, 5 feet by 7 3/4 feet, 6 feet times 7 3/4 feet. So to find the area of each one of these, you simply multiply, in this case, 5 times 7 3/4, 5 times 7 3/4, 6 times 7 3/4. And I will need to continue this in another video because I'm limited to 15 minutes. And that's about to run out. So this will be continued where I left off in just a minute.